Yeah.
Right now, the arson investigation of a pro-life group's office continues. What law enforcement is saying as a suspect remains at large.
Also, disturbing details on the man accused of killing a toddler on Madison's west side last month, who will now be held on a $1 million cash bond. And later, the newly elected Dane County Board Chair and County Executive Joe Parisi at odds over a plan to pay employees to offset inflation. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but first, we could see some severe thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
This isn't a lot going on out here. It's very warm. It's also more humid and windy. Let's start out by taking a look at an alert day that's in the forecast for late this evening through tomorrow evening for the possibility for a couple of rounds of severe thunderstorms. One around midnight tonight, but those storms will be weakening. Hail and high winds, the main threats. Tomorrow afternoon, a possibility for some high winds, hail, maybe even an isolated tornado and storms from late tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night. Severe thunderstorms have been producing severe weather across parts of western Wisconsin. Severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings in effect there. It's part of a line of thunderstorms developing around the Twin Cities and extending back into southeastern Wisconsin. Tornado watch in effect for that area. Highest severe weather threat is to the north and west of Wisconsin tonight. However, there's at least an outside chance for severe weather, especially west of Madison. Tomorrow, the higher severe weather threat shifts over much of south central Wisconsin, including Madison. Again, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, probably the main time period for severe weather. Sunshine today across much of Wisconsin has been heating up the temperatures. The storms have been developing to our north and west. High temperatures so far lower to middle 80s across much of southern Wisconsin, and current temperatures are still in the 80s across most of the southern part of the state. Dew point temperatures are climbing into the 60s, and winds have been howling out of the south. We've had some wind gusts up around 45 to almost 50 miles per hour at times. Look for an alert day for Thursday for high heat and humidity with high temperatures around 90, unseasonably warm weather, and heat index readings from 92 to 97. Tonight, those thunderstorms most likely around midnight, low dropping to 67. Tomorrow, near a record high at 86, and again, a round of strong to severe thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. I'll have more on the timing of these storms in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Wisconsin Family Action still picking up the pieces after 2 Molotov cocktails were thrown into their office this weekend. Today, the Madison Police Department held a press conference on the latest in the investigation. Our Brad Hamilton is live at the Wisconsin Family Action office. Brad, what did the police chief share today?
Susan and Eric, Chief Barnes started off this press conference by emphasizing to the person responsible that their actions have no place within the Madison community. But right now, he and investigators just don't really know who to direct that message to. Right now, we know that police have not arrested anyone in response to this incident. We do know that investigators found 2 Molotov cocktails inside the Wisconsin Family Action office. Yesterday, we only knew of 1. Those now have been turned over as evidence to the ATF and the FBI. Madison police also do not know yet why someone would commit this crime, and nothing was more clear in today's presser that this investigation is far from complete.
As much as we wish we could be able to solve this case today, the forensic process must take time, and we must now wait for those results. While we wait, we are combing the area and searching for digital evidence. We're asking people to call us if they have information regarding this incident. No arrests have been made.
As you heard, Chief Barnes says that investigators are still searching for that digital evidence as they await those results. He is also urging that anyone with information regarding this incident, please call Madison Police. And coming up at 10 tonight, we're going to continue our coverage from this developing story.
Brad, thank you. The fallout from the attack has kicked up a political storm in Wisconsin. Our political reporter Will Keneally has been tracking those reactions, and he has the very latest. Will?
That's right. So if abortion weren't a polarizing enough issue, this attack over the weekend on the pro-life group ratcheted up those tensions further, even dredging up what happened during the summer of 2020.
They reminded me actually of the way that they behaved during the Kenosha disaster and the Kenosha rioting.
Republican Attorney General candidate Adam Jarko echoed concerns conservatives have had for years. Governor Tony Evers hasn't done enough for public safety. This comes in the wake of the attack this weekend on a pro-life group's office in Madison.
What he said yesterday and what Josh Call said yesterday, and I thought they were both dramatically weak for the position that they're in.
He and fellow candidate Eric Toney are pushing for an investigation into the suspected arson.
DCI to offer the assistance of incredibly experienced arson investigators. And so as Attorney General, I would be making any of those resources available to the local law enforcement.
But in the wake of the vandalism, Evers condemned the violence. He doubled down this morning at a groundbreaking in Verona.
They should be arrested and put on trial. This is unacceptable. The idea that violence is going to solve this issue, the resolve around that is not violence, is not going to be solved by violence.
This is not the first instance of violence in Wisconsin over the issue of abortion. The Planned Parenthood office in Grand Chute was bombed in 2012. And Evers said this weekend's events are not emblematic of Wisconsin.
It was a horrible, horrible incident that state of Wisconsin, we don't accept that type of violence here.
So those two AG candidates, Adam Jarko and Eric Toney, are running for the state's top cop position with Karen Mueller, who wasn't immediately available today for this story. They'll face each other in the August 9th GOP primary.
Will, thank you. Meanwhile, high school students in Oregon staged a walkout today protesting the potential overturning of the monumental Supreme Court decision Roe v. Wade. The students gathered in the parking lot of the high school to make their voices heard. They want Wisconsin leaders to know they're willing to leave the classroom to defend their rights.
What really makes me nervous is the amount of illegal abortions that could be happening and the amount of lives that could be lost from making it illegal.
The best way to follow this story and more is at channel3000.com. You can find Police Chief Sean Barnes' presser in full and much more coverage on our website. The newly elected Dane County Board Chair is opposing a plan to give full-time county employees a one-time $1,000 payment to offset inflation.
Patrick Miles also says the plan, prepared in part by County Executive Joe Parisi, isn't properly prepared. He shared a board memo with Naomi Coles, who joins us now. Naomi?
Miles sent out a memo last night to board members with information that he'd collected from county administration, finding that there had been no data analysis or employee input in the plan. It's up for a vote in a finance committee meeting happening right now, and it would pay full-time employees $1,000 as well as scale down payments to part-time or limited-term employees, more than $2,400 in total. The plan uses federal COVID stimulus funds, which Miles says should be saved for more relevant emergencies.
Administration, in my view, really didn't do any type of analysis or data gathering to solve a problem in the long term in any meaningful way. And they certainly didn't consult any employees in the development of the proposal.
Miles says that he and other supervisors have been getting a lot of emails from constituents opposing the plan. In a statement, Parisi said the plan was an extension of gratitude for all the hours county employees have worked to help people during the pandemic. More details and updates from the meeting happening now is online right now at channel3000.com.
Naomi, thank you. The man accused of killing a toddler on Madison's west side 2 weeks ago is now facing 18 counts, including murder and child sexual assault. Marshawn Giles will be held on $1 million cash bond. He's accused of sexually and physically assaulting both the toddler and her mother and throwing the child several times on the night she died. Days before, court records say the children in the home told police Giles threatened them with guns, physically abused them, and that Giles had assaulted their mom and given her a gun, telling her to kill herself.
It's hard to imagine more serious, grievous facts than what's alleged here. We see people who get $1 million bail for first-degree intentional homicide, and they have no prior criminal convictions. Here we're alleging the sex assault and murder of a young child. I can't imagine anything more serious.
When police tried to get Child Protective Services to formally remove the children from the home where the mom and boyfriend lived, CPS said it still wasn't enough to prove the children were in imminent danger. You can find more details on the case at channel3000.com.
The man who was shot by authorities in February while being arrested is pleading guilty as part of a plea agreement. Quadron Wilson was sentenced to 3 years in prison and 3 years of extended supervision. He was given credit for 97 days served since his arrest. As part of the agreement, the state will not issue any more charges against Wilson for offenses that might have happened prior to today.
A civil lawsuit filed by Jacob Blake's attorneys against the Kenosha police officer who shot him has now been dismissed. The attorneys filed the federal lawsuit in March of last year after Kenosha police officer Rustin Shesky shot Blake 7 times in the back the year before. Shesky was responding to a domestic call when he says he thought Blake was reaching for a knife. The shooting left Blake paralyzed from the waist down. The suit was dismissed with prejudice without costs or fees to either party. Dismissed with prejudice means Blake's attorneys cannot file the same claim again in the same court. And coming up on News 3 Now at 6, a pharmaceutical company breaking ground in our area, how many jobs they're expected to bring.
Plus, how the Red Cross is helping people make sure they're prepared for house fires.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Steinhafels. Save big with store-wide savings up to 75% off. Plus, take advantage of great bonus buys like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress just $3.99. This sofa now $5.99. A queen storage bed only $7.89. And take an extra 5% off all Canadel dining. Create your outdoor oasis with an extra 10% off all patio. All this and so much more. It's the Memorial Day sale. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
Are you overloaded with debt? 13 may be your lucky number. No interest Chapter 13 debt repayment. Protect your assets, pay your debts, get a lower payment that you can afford. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 13 repayment plans start at only $275 a month. To see if you qualify, on your phone, from your home, statewide, call now or visit us online. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
It's Terrific Tuesdays at Hy-Vee. This Tuesday, get Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios, only 99 cents. Buy 2, get 1 free on Pepsi products. Hy-Vee orange juice or apple juice, only 99 cents. And Hy-Vee cooked shrimp, only $4.88. Tuesday only. For more ways to save on hundreds of items every day at Hy-Vee, check out our monthly catalog, our weekly ad, and scan the QR code to visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Welcome back. The American Red Cross is encouraging Wisconsin residents to make appointments this spring for home fire preparedness planning and free smoke alarm installations. During the 20-minute home visits, Red Cross volunteers and partners like local fire departments will also share information on the causes of home fires, how to prevent them, what to do if a fire starts, and how to create an escape plan. Residents across the state are eligible for these free life-saving alarms and resources.
We launched it in 2014. You know, we've documented saving nationally well over 1,200 lives from this program. And in Wisconsin, we've documented saving 2 lives.
Sun Prairie area residents in need can sign up for a free smoke alarm installation and home fire safety plan this coming Wednesday, May 9th. For more information on how to sign up or if you're interested in volunteering with the Red Cross, go to this story at channel3000.com.
A California-based company, Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals, breaking ground on a new facility in Verona today. Arrowhead getting $2.5 million in tax credits to complete the project, and that money will become available if the company meets job creation and investment goals by the year 2026. City of Verona also contributing $16 million in tax incremental financing for the campus there, and the facility is expected to have at least 230 new jobs. Still ahead, this year's full Summerfest lineup is finally revealed, and another festival gets ready to return from a 2-year hiatus.
Plus, a famous cow in northern Wisconsin with a nose for attracting attention.
Also, get ready for some hot and humid weather this week. Gary has your complete forecast after the break.
Goldman Cars is having a huge spring sale with the the largest selection of vehicles under $14,995 or $225 per month. Don't miss out on our spring sale with the best selection of SUVs and cars under $14,995 or $225 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Gobin. Go to Gobin Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Dove knows we damage our hair a lot.
My hair, I curl it. I have to use a lot of heat.
New Dove Hair Therapy shampoo and conditioner with ceramide and peptide. It nourishes at a cellular level to rescue damaged hair. Discover 10 times stronger hair with new Dove Hair Therapy Rescue and Protect.
I got nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Hold on, I can do something.
Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something. It's amazing what you can do with nothing and a little Hellman's.
The best of Broadway returns to Madison. 6, Hadestown, Pretty Woman, Chicago, Tootsie, Jesus Christ Superstar, and the return of Disney's The Lion King. An unforgettable season to look forward to. Find your seats at overture.org. Broadway at Overture's 22-23 season.
This ain't about the donor class with their name on trucks, nor the establishment. Man, they failed us for decades. This is about the ones who work for a living. Just worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson, one of us. The Marine who never forgot how to fight. It's in his gut. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oakshot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
Welcome back. Summerfest announcing its full lineup for this year's festival. Disturbed, Lamb of God with Chevelle joining the June 30th lineup at American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Tickets go on sale Friday, May 13th at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com and in person at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater box office. 40 more headliners also have been added to the music festival. Summerfest set to take place over 3 weekends starting June 23rd. And Milwaukee's German Fest is back this year with the long-running festival scheduled for July 29th to the 31st. The festival will have traditional dancing, the Dachshund Derby race, interactive cultural and historical experiences, and other events. It's the first time the festival has been held since back in 2019.
Well, this week, a famous cow from Merrill celebrates her 15th birthday. Over the years, she's attracted a lot of attention in central Wisconsin and nationally for something that she has that other cows don't. Hannah Borchert reports on what makes her different.
15 years ago, when Lucy's owner found her out in the pasture just after she was born, he said he thought that she got kicked in the face, but later found out that she had 2 noses.
We had the vet come out like that, and he checked her out. She does. There's that is bone structure there. She does breathe out of both noses.
Luckily, Lucy has no health problems because of it. The vet's reason for the second nose?
I guess she was going to be a twin, but then the egg didn't split any more than that.
She's had 10 calves of her own.
And they're all normal calves.
Unlike Lucy, who was born into fame.
The day she was born, I received phone calls from different places. We were on some farm magazine, radio station like that in the morning, and TV stations in New York, and we were even mentioned on Jay Leno when he was still on Tonight Show.
She even caught global attention.
She was in Pravda in a Russian newspaper in China. It was kind of neat like that, your 15 minutes of fame.
But her owner, Mark Krumholtz, says she's a normal cow with some personality.
She can be a bit of a diva because she's not afraid of people like that.
She goes to fairs in her own personalized ride. Over the years, her owner has gotten lots of offers for her.
I wouldn't trade it for the world like that. I've been offered, tens of thousands of dollars for her like that, but like I said, sideshows like that, they drag her all over the countryside, and after a while, what happens to her?
Krumholtz says she's part of the family.
And if you'd like to check out more photos of Lucy, head to her Facebook page, Lucy the Two-Nosed Cow.
All right, let's get a taste of summer weather. Here's Gary with your complete forecast.
Yeah, we have an alert day in the forecast for tonight into tomorrow for the potential for a couple rounds of severe thunderstorms. One around midnight tonight. Right now, the latest computer model forecasts have that storm line weakening a little bit more as it moves into our area. So keep your fingers crossed on that. And then another round of severe thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Again, the model's in a little more disagreement now as to when that will happen during the day tomorrow, but high winds, hail, perhaps an isolated tornado, all possible. You can see a number of severe thunderstorm warnings from west central Wisconsin into southeastern Minnesota. This is north and west of La Crosse. There's Menominee, so they'll be moving toward Eau Claire. All these storms racing to the northeast at about 60 miles per hour. It's part of a line of thunderstorms that will continue to develop southward with time. So tornado watch in effect north and west of La Crosse until 10 p.m., but additional severe weather watches are possible into Wisconsin as this line of storms moves eastward. Highest severe weather threat where the storms are happening now in west central Wisconsin, southeastern Minnesota. But a level 2 and a level 1 risk north and west of Madison for tonight for these storms as they move in late this evening into early overnight. Tornado threat, highest where it is now, again, across eastern Minnesota, western Wisconsin. Even the threat for hail, 2 inches or larger in diameter over that area. But notice the severe weather threat, again, primarily north and west of Madison for tonight. Tomorrow, a different story. The storms move eastward. Severe thunderstorm risk across much of southern Wisconsin, level 2 or slight risk across most of the southern part of the state with a marginal or level 1 risk basically around that area. High winds, hail, probably the main threats right now, but can't rule out an isolated tornado from these storms. They'll be more likely here, again, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Wednesday, another round of severe thunderstorms develops to the north and west. It's possible, though, that some thunderstorm development could take place farther to the southeast. There could also be the potential for a severe thunderstorm on Wednesday as well. Future track rainfall, about a ½ inch to an inch of rain generally. This is through early Wednesday morning. Some areas could pick up 1 or 2 or more inches of rain in heavier thunderstorms. And then we have an alert day in the forecast for Thursday for unseasonably hot weather. The forecast high temperature of 90 would break a record here in Madison, but with you add in the humidity, the heat index will be somewhere between about 92 and 97 degrees. So unusually hot for this time of year. 67 for the low tonight, breezy and milder. A round of thunderstorms from late this evening into early overnight and then coming to an end tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, a high of 86. That will be close to a record high. High humidity, heat index readings between 88 and 93. And again, some thunderstorms in the afternoon. On future track, you can see that line of storms coming in from the northwest. By midnight, still to the north and west of Madison, but weakening as it pushes through overnight. Now, the latest computer model forecast tries to develop another cluster of storms and brings it through. If that's the case, we wouldn't get as warm for tomorrow, but that would lessen the severe weather threat in the afternoon. Earlier computer models were showing more storms late in the afternoon into tomorrow night. So again, we have to keep an eye on this, but it'll still be very humid. On Wednesday, high temperatures will climb up into the middle 80s, but there'll be a temperature contrast. Temperatures in the 70s north and east of Madison, mid 80s to the south and west. There could be a strong to severe thunderstorm in between. And as we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, again, the alert days for the severe weather threat Tuesday, for the heat on Thursday, then notice temperatures start to cool off as we head into next week. Some thunderstorm chances into Saturday, and then lesser rain chances early next week.
And coming up in sports, we get to hear from the Bucks one last time before Game 4 with the Celtics. That's on the other side of the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Get the essentials you need for your home right now at Menards. Whether you're working from home or relaxing for the evening, Sylvania True Wave LED light bulbs mimic natural sunlight and reduce eye strain. All Sylvania True Wave bulbs are 11% off. Save on energy costs year-round with our great selection of Hunter ceiling fans. Hunter fans create the perfect look for your spaces. Right now, all Hunter ceiling fans are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Birkenstock, a trusted name you've come to know, is back in stock. Birkenstock is footwear built for adventure, all-day play, and even an effortless wedge. A new heel with the same great feel. With nearly 250 years in the fine art of shoemaking, choosing Birkenstock means choosing the best in quality, comfort, and craftsmanship.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Tossed, buffalo, sauced, hot honey, flipped, boneless, dipped, RB, razzled, buffalo, dazzled, hot honey, $6 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meat.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team is here for you, exposing scams, mediating consumer disputes, and getting results. Contact us by phone or on channel3000.com.
Call for Action, only on News 3 Now.
We're taking action for you.
The Bucks are just minutes away from tipping off Game 4 with the Celtics, and after what happened on Saturday, they're preparing for another gritty physical battle. And this series has kind of seen it all. 2 blowouts, each team picking up one of their own, followed by a down-to-the-wire possible one-shot difference. But hey, the Bucks expected the series to go this way, and that's why Coach Bud hopes his team holds on to a few lessons that they've been preaching for quite some time as they get deeper into the playoffs.
You know, we've got to be able to execute in the half court. We've got to be able to, you know, be efficient, find ways. Individually, we got to improve. As a team, we got to improve. We got to execute better. We got to be able to execute both defensively and offensively and kind of embrace it. We've worked on it in practice. We've worked on it in games. You know, our players, Giannis has improved. I think he's ready. We're more ready, you know, for those moments now.
Tip-off coming up at 6:30. We're going to have highlights and reactions tonight at 10. And it should come as no surprise that Rowdy Tellez is the National League Player of the Week. His performance includes 3 home runs, one of which was a grand slam, plus 12 RBI. Well, he and the crew continue the road trip in Cincinnati for 3. The game just got underway a little bit ago. The Reds lead 1-0 in the 3rd. We got more from the series opener later tonight. And Wisconsin softball flipping the page on the regular season and now turn their focus to the postseason. Badgers are slated for a border battle rematch on Wednesday in Game 1 of the Big Ten tournament. These squads faced each other last week where the Gophers swept the doubleheader. First pitch from East Lansing is at 3:30 on Wednesday. And in case you missed it over the weekend, a pair of former Badgers playing big parts in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Joe Pavelski lit the lamp twice on Saturday night, helping the Stars take Game 3 with the Flames. They play again tonight, and Ryan McDonough assisted Ross Colton's hat trick last night to beat the Maple Leafs 7-3. Now the series is tied up at 2. They got Game 5 tomorrow night. And the playoffs are coming to Madison. The Madcaps are less than an hour from dropping the puck on Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the Muskegon Lumberjacks. The best of 5 series is tied at 1. Puck drops at Bob Studer's Capital Ice Arena at 7. We're going to have highlights from this one tonight at 10.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the weather.
Yeah, watching a line of severe thunderstorms over western Wisconsin into southeastern Minnesota. These are moving to the east-northeast at about 60 miles an hour, so they're moving pretty rapidly. The storm's starting to develop now farther to the south, and we'll have to keep an eye out for that because there is a severe weather risk north and west of Madison for tonight and through much of southern Wisconsin for tomorrow. We have an alert day in the forecast for that.
All right, Gary will keep us posted. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.